same thing. Escorts out, you know.
Yeah.
Not all your stuff's at high level.
Well, I remember
escorts,
when
but
Larson was
just-
coming up with the CDT with the Army stuff, he was talking about, well, a lot of the Aikido doesn't work because the guy's palms are going to be sweaty and you can't get the grip and this and that.
Right.
But, and that's true, but also it is true that you can do the skill sets without having to have the grip. If he grabs and I'm here and I enter space, I can use the elbow strike as a detachment. Now he has what? Thumb, he's going for a thumb control, yes. He's got a lock. And all those things you want to basically, he's taking advantage of distal locks. That's Aikido. That's Aikido.
Yeah. You're nodding your head. You're Marine. You're a cop.
Yeah.
You're nodding your head at an Aikido guy. Tell me about, because a lot of people would be surprised to see this.
Well, we use a lot of it. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've escorted guys out of bars, put people on the deck, right? Cuffing positions, using basic
Exactly.
Aikido type movement.
But you're also a wrestler, you're a boxer, you do all of these things. Aikido has a place in the spectrum of
It's a
knowledge.
tool.
Absolutely. It's just one little piece in that toolbox.
A lot of movements he's doing, small circle jiu-jitsu, Wally J, the finger locks. If I'm grabbing Gary, if Gary is trying to collect this, he's got a finger lock here. He's got a wrist lock. He's rolling over. He's got, we would call this Nikyo, second control. I don't know, Gary might call it a chicken wing, right? But any of those movements work. If on extension I have fingers, I can do a finger lock. We can roll it over and create all sorts of stuff.
You mentioned earlier that you are...
Fewer fingers is better. Big, strong dude like that, you get a guy that's a contractor, an electrician, you try to do that shit to them, and they'll resist. So, okay, make it one finger.
You mentioned to me earlier that your group is like the knuckle draggers of Aikido.
Yoshinkan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We are.
Where did it?
Most
where
of the
did
stuff that you see with Aikido
Yes.
that's pre-World War II based was combative in nature and came directly from samurai, right? So you think about the samurai. They're up close, personal, hacking the shit out of each other with blades, and they're trying to blend with those movements. So over time, Ueshiba Sensei, who founded Aikido, lived in Nagasaki, near that in a place called Iwama. So he sees his country devastated. So after World War II, what does he do? He softens the style.
Ah, that's what happened. It was
And
softened.
that's why when you see things that are flowing,
Right.
originally the movement wasn't meant to be flowing. It was, can I borrow you? Like you'll see the arimis where we're here, and we cut, and you do all this stuff, and you try to take the neck. But the idea on the arimi was really just this idea of the cut and the quit and enter. So now,
Hey.
I have the classical choke that you see everybody do in the finger lock. That, you know, they went away from that, and so that's where the flow and the throw. Is
Wow.
it going to work in the street? I don't know, but will choke work in the street? Oh, hell yeah.
Nod your head.
Yeah, having those multiple tools
Right.
in any spectrum,
Right.
yeah, absolutely. For any self-defense, absolutely.
So what do people need to understand about what Aikido is and what fighting is, and how do we have better conversations then about these things?
Well, first, I would say no style is superior. A style is a tool in a toolbox. You've got, you know, Joe Lewis used to talk about ranges of fighting. When I kickboxed for Joe, he said, you know, Harden, your first tool is to don't watch the damn TV in your head. And a lot of people do that. They'll be thinking about the technique they're going to do, and then they get their ass handed to them because they're thinking about the technique instead of just trying to blend. The Japanese would have called that mushi, no mind, right? That's why in the military we train automaticity. So Marines, you get a stoppage, slap, pull, observe, release, tap, squeeze. So you want to be able to rattle off that stuff with an M16 to clear it and squeeze the trigger and not have a stoppage mechanism.
Sir, what do you know about being in the military?
35 years in the Army. Which is almost as good as 8 years in the Marine Corps.
No!
I'd say almost equivalent to 4 years.
Almost.
If you made one more rank up, I'd give you 8.
There you go.
Almost a corporal. Almost a corporal.
Well, you know, I was an officer, so it would have been a horrible waste of a perfectly good medical officer to go in the Marine Corps. I don't know.
Sir,
I sure evacuated a lot of Marines out of Fallujah in 04, so God bless a Marine. That's all I got to say about that.
Amen. Thanks, sir.
Oh, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome. Is that good?
That was thank you so much for that. That was, like I said, that was the best Aikido conversation I've ever had. Where do people learn more about you? Because I want to learn more about you.
Dane Harden, Harden, and you just Google Dane Harden or Colonel Harden, and it's on martial arts, and you'll pull me up.
Sir, it's been an honor speaking with you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Wow. Wow. What the hell was that? Conversation. What? Have I been wrong this whole time?
You gotta do the challenge, brother.
I'm doing the challenge. I'm ready. That was a fascinating conversation. That requires deeper thought. That requires deeper reflection. That man humbled me. And to see a person like Gary Drake, who, by the way, is a representative of CERT, really good friend of mine, one of the hardest people that I've ever had to roll with. I couldn't get an inch from him. And to see a guy like Gary and these guys speak in this way about Aikido, I'm beginning to think that it's not Aikido's fault, but it was how the Aikido conversation evolved that has caused this whole thing. So let's work on having better conversations. Actually, we got Master Wong over here, and we're gonna go chat with him in a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. For me, that was just absolutely mind-blowing. So thanks for watching Aperture Fight Focused, guys. I'm here at the Martial Arts Super Show by Century Arms. Century Arms. My Funker Tactical is coming back. Century Martial Arts. Look, I owe Century a big apology. I came in here 2 years ago. I didn't really understand what was going on. I ran my mouth and I made some criticisms that they may have been founded in some truth, but I didn't have the whole picture, and I spoke as if I did. So what I love about Century Martial Arts is that they provide great pricing for products to support martial arts instructors, mom and pops martial arts dojos with just amazing pricing, and that allows these small businesses, these small companies, to make a little bit of money. And I mean, I have to support that. Like that has my full support. I just peg Century Martial Arts as this big corporation that doesn't care about progress and innovation. Absolutely not the case. And watch this. Boom! How's that? So, as I was saying, I spoke a little too soon about Century Martial Arts. I spoke a little too soon about a lot of things, Aikido being one of those things. And so, my sincerest apologies in that respect. Kudos to Century Martial Arts for providing what essentially amounts to a service to smaller dojos, mom and pop places. They can make a little bit of money, and they're enriching the lives of the youth in that community. So I got nothing but love for that. So Century, accept my apologies. Aikido, accept my apologies. I think, like I said, it's not Aikido's fault. I think it's how we manage this conversation. And so if we can fix how we have these conversations, then I think we're gonna create a better landscape for all of us to flourish. It's not about what's better. It's again, before I used to, all I wanted was to search for practicality in something. Now I want to search for the purpose of something. Everything has a purpose. Practicality is relative, so let's just show love. Let's continue to be open-minded, especially when it's time to do open-minded things, which is the hardest time to be open-minded. So, and if I can be an example for others who may have spoken too soon, I'm happy to be that person. So again, amazing conversation with just an incredible Aikido master, a veteran of the United States Army. Just my mind is blown. Shout out to the Budo brothers. That's how I'm able to produce this magic. And watch this. I'm gonna make a Budo brother appear right now. Boom! Just like that. These guys right here. These guys have really inspired me to just be more positive.
Yeah, brother.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna continue to speak my mind and to seek my truth.
And that's what we love about you. We love that you do that, because not a lot of people do that.
Yes, and as long as I continue to make mistakes, because my learning is driven by mistakes.
Yeah.
But if I can, humble myself and admit when I make mistakes.
Oh,
That's not happening today.
Not you.
Hey,
These guys.
we're Canadian,
These
bro.
guys.
We're
Even
Canadian,
no.
I love you.
You're my brother. These men.
We haven't gotten this man a hood key yet.
Oh,
That was the problem. You see how long I had to
Sal Mascoli is in the house.
I had to clean up all the blood off of myself because me and Master Wong fought over this jacket. We ruined the jacket that was given to Master Wong because you guys didn't think ahead.
Guys, this is what the martial arts, this is what fighting is all about. You know, at the heart of fighting is love, right? Dissect it how you will. At the heart of fighting is love. Look at these guys. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Who's going to punch us out? Bang! Boom! Bang, bang!